Isadora, and first year at Das Theater.
So my name is Miguel Ángel Melgares, and I am a Das Theater tutor. So basically, we are tutors, and we have a really specific relation to the student, but also we have kind of a overall responsibility on the educational platform. So we kind of also coordinate the different programs. We kind of bring ideas about how to develop specific pedagogies and so on. And then we make individual tutoring. So each of the tutors have a few students, few participants, we call it here. And we combine first and second years, and we kind of develop a deep and personal relation with these participants on a kind of on a peer level, let's say. So they are fellow artists. So all the tutors that we participate in the program, we are also kind of have an artistic practice, and we kind of we have a process of guiding their artistic interests in the and to try to bring the best of their on their own interest, let's say.
They have similar roles because, for instance, we also work together with Miguel. I show material and I show him my process. But I think mainly it's very important to have someone who's inside the school also to remind me what is the structure of the school, what am I doing here specifically in this school, and to also help me with what the school, what DAS needs also from me, what DAS Theater needs.
Perhaps I think our role also is kind of to overcome the idea of production practice, let's say. This is not a production house, this is a learning environment. Mm-hmm. And we are a person who try to anchor learning goals. So basically it's not about what's the next project that Isadora want to produce, for that is, there are many places. It's much more about how do you want to continue growing as an artist? What do you want to learn in this environment? And I have somehow this position. And of course, making art is part of a learning process. So learning by doing is part of the structure of this school. Yeah. But indeed, there is a difference with an advisor. We will have much more only creative input, not so pedagogically oriented, let's say.
Very family-like, kind of a nice community. There's a big kitchen, and that also really helps to give this warm and friendly feeling.
For me personally, I have a really specific relation to Das Theater because I grew up here, let's say. So I studied the program like 12 years ago before becoming a tutor. And in between, for me was a really life changer to become acquaintance to theater. I came from a visual art background. And suddenly, for me, that theater is really a place of inclusivity, using a really overused term, in which accepts a lot of different perspectives about what theater can be. And I find a place of freedom and a place of inspiration. And for me, it was a place of really liberating. So, and I think that somehow this energy continues through time, and I think it's kind of part of the essence of what this school is supposed to offer. Mm-hmm. You know, it's really about daring in your own practices, and for that there is something about the rhetorics of trust that need to be cultivated.
Yeah.
So there is something about the school as a space of trust that I think is really important, and I think this is called home for me. You know, this space of trust. Mm-hmm. And perhaps this idea of how this home feeling kind of resonating through different generations is important for me.
You feel that,
there is a kind of a Das family of several generations, and we kind of know each other. We have links. When we make an open presentation, the other generations continue coming and back and forth, mm-hmm. and there is always kind of an open eye to who is coming into the Das Theater world, because there is also kind of a whole kind of little network. We call it Das Mafia, you know. and I think that continue growing, and I think it's beautiful to be part of it and and to see, and always there is excitement about these newcomers, let's say. If you want to apply for this school, you need to be ready also to surrender to this, open it up, you know, and to be ready for Mambo, you know.
Yeah, because now that you say that, I thought also like maybe it's good to come to make space for DAS, because of course it's mostly people who are already professionals who come, and then if your agenda is already super filled, that's possible in a way, but I think DAS being here really helps when you can also 80% of the time dedicated to this.